Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 5:30 Quarantini. Happy Monday. Happy 5:30. Happy hour. You may have noticed that we're not starting with the theme song today. It's a strange day for us, as it is a strange and hard day for the whole world. And before we started today's episode, we thought it was super important to start by talking about and acknowledging the violence that our world is currently witnessing against Black men, women, and children.
Yeah, as Michael said, it's a very difficult day for all of us in this world, and it's hard for us to both just sit here right now and to do this show tonight with everything that's happening literally outside of all of our doors. What happened to George Floyd and what keeps happening to people of color in this country is so wrong. And as white men, we can't pretend to know what it's like to be on the receiving end of this awful racism. And it would be insulting for us to think that we could, but we are standing with you.
And we encourage everybody to speak up, get loud, make sure your voice is heard. Because if you are not fighting the bully, you are just as bad as the bully. So be loud. Make your opinion heard, and know that we stand with the Black community. We are here. I spent my morning at a rally, but we'll talk about that later, maybe. Ooh. Oh. And yeah, putting that all aside for a little bit, we also just wanted to continue doing our show. And so we're here to offer a little bit of levity, and we're going to have a good time for the next half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. And I'm very excited about today's guests. I'm very excited about today's drink.
Oh my
God.
Excited. Same.
I'm very excited that it's Monday because we took 2 days off from this shit.
I know.
And I've been very thirsty.
Very thirsty. Very thirsty.
Our guests today are the definition of multi-hyphenates. They are men who don't sleep.
They're very tired.
I feel like that's true. It's a family affair today at the 5:30 Quarantini when we are joined by Marc Tumminelli and James Donegan, and hopefully a cameo by their very cute dog. Marc and James are the hosts of Baking with Marc and James. Marc is also a podcast host and has a new show on Broadway on Demand,
yes.
James is also a performer and a multi-talent in his own right. They are everywhere you want to be, and we're so excited that we get them for an afternoon. So please help us welcome to the broadcast, Marc and James.
Hi.
Oh my God.
Hello, boys.
Hi, guys.
Oh,
and the puppy's there.
Hi, Max is here.
Here's Max. We should be clear that nobody is anywhere anybody wants to be right now.
Well,
our house is nice.
I know. I can see you boys out my window, and it's like so close, but so far.
We're so close. Although I feel like people are just hanging out now.
Seems like.
I feel like we could do this in your apartment.
No.
No, I haven't been around anywhere.
For the record, you're not welcome. How are you guys? How was your weekend? How's your Monday?
Well, the weekend is jam-packed because what we do on weekends is we bake with Marc and James.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so excited that you guys are doing this. We love people who are making stuff while in quarantine.
We didn't intend to make anything during quarantine. It just happened to us.
Yeah.
It just felt so right.
Marc made a box cake 1 week on his Instagram Live, and
people liked it. And then the next week, James and I made chocolate chip cookies together, and they were a disaster. And then now, we've just been doing it every Saturday and releasing them on Sunday. It's fun to do.
Tens of viewers.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have lots of viewers.
You guys didn't choose this life. This life chose you.
Well, similarly, that's kind of how Michael and I ended up here. We just were trying to find a way for us to not drink all day during quarantine. So we're like, what if we start drinking at 5 o'clock? Because back then we did this at 5 o'clock. And here we are.
Like, if we build up in time,
76 episodes in. Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, you know what? To you guys.
Cheers. I'll cheers you with my empty cup. Speaking of my empty cup, before we get into all of the hijinks and shenanigans headed our way today, why don't we make something that we can sip on?
All right.
Does James tell you what he's making? How does this work?
Well, let's make sure that Dylan and I think we lined up everything we need, but could you start by letting us know what we're going to need today?
orange. You need some agave nectar.
Mm-hmm.
A little club soda.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm a tequila man, so I'm drinking tequila. Mark likes vodka, so...
I mean, I could do it the way you want to make it.
Either way, it's up to you.
I mean...
Good for you. I'm going to go tequila. The rest of us are going tequila, but Mark, you can go vodka if that's what you
I'll
want.
go tequila. I don't really... I'm not a big drinker.
So this is going to be fun.
So this will be fun for you.
No, I like
a lightweight.
I like to have a vodka at the end of the day. It's a nice thing. But I'll have a tequila.
Great.
All right, so James, do you want to?
I think we're gonna squeeze our half an orange into our drink.
So you get a half an orange, cut it, take a full orange, guys.
You have to cut it in half.
That becomes 2 halves.
I mean, if you want to just put that full orange into your glass.
No, I want to show them that this was once a full
orange.
orange.
Got it.
Okay.
This.
And just go for it.
Go for
You don't need a squeezer, like a commercial squeezer for orange. Turns out it just comes right out.
Just falls out.
Oh, it is very satisfying. I don't think I've ever just.
Yeah, crush it, man.
Oh, Michael, when you have someone else who could squeeze your oranges for you, why would you bother?
I'm very familiar with your bowl of oranges because I've seen you juggle them in Baking with Marc and James.
Yeah, I juggled in the musical Barnum, which was, and as I said in that episode, I was the laziest person in Barnum. I only learned how to juggle scarves, and everyone else was like walking on tightrope.
Wow, it's actually amazing.
I want to be an actor. Okay.
I used my strainer and it didn't work as well as just squeezing it out.
Yeah, it's
Wild.
our experience too. Like
The strainer
we have a
is
small juicer. It's not really big enough for oranges.
the strainer is really for a lemon or a lime.
Okay. I am. Oh my God, this smells amazing. Okay, next.
Add some agave. I'm putting a tablespoon or so in.
Tablespoon.
It's a little squeeze.
How many points is that on Weight Watchers?
Very few.
I think it's 2.
Agave is a low glycemic.
Okay. We have so far, friends at home, we have agave and orange.
All right. I see people arriving in the comments. If you're just joining, we're making the Baking with Marc and James special today.
Yes. Hello, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Hello, my mother.
I can see.
Oh, hi. Hey, Mom.
And as always, now that we're not on Instagram, if you don't comment, we don't know you're here. So if you'd like us to be able to show you some love, make sure you drop a comment down there and we will harass you.
Comment, Venmo me $5. That's
Yep, you can find him at Dylan-Busto.
No, that's your Venmo. Okay.
Sounds like yours.
I take a fork and just kind of whisk it together.
And I take a straw. I've never made this, but I wanted to find a straw that matched your background.
Ooh, branding.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did such cute branding. Who made your cartoon?
We did.
Michael did, of course.
Michael.
Duh.
Michael
Peace.
photography.
Okay, now what, baby?
Splash tequila.
Now what kind of
Pick your
tequila?
poison. I am using Herradura silver.
Do you like? Is that something you prefer, Herradura?
I prefer
That's
more
funny.
expensive tequila, but there's very cheap ones. So there you go.
we
I
used
like
to.
a Casamigos.
We used to. God, it smells like gasoline. Dylan has the kind that you like. Dylan,
Yeah.
hold up the tequila.
I like that one too. The
Yeah.
Espolón.
Right?
I like it.
I like Casamigos too, though, especially the Reposado is my.
It's my favorite. But
Wow,
it's like
aren't you guys just like best
it's like
friends?
$60 a bottle.
$60, $60 US dollars.
$60 US.
Recession.
We have a handy dandy soda stream, so we got some seltzer. Just gonna.
Well, how much tequila do I pour in?
A bunch.
Yeah, God. What is to taste? Tequila to taste.
Okay, that's good.
I like super strong.
And I'm gonna go ahead and mix again because you know
Okay.
those ingredients is meeting.
So do you? Okay.
And then I'm throwing in some ice.
Now you need ice.
So it's just orange juice, agave, tequila, soda, ice.
I don't know how to make a harder drink.
Very light and refreshing. I'm
Okay.
ready.
Here we go.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Oh, no, it's
Oh.
gonna-
Cheers.
Okay.
I make one of these most days.
Oh my God, that's delicious.
That's perfect.
Thank you.
Wait, I'm so impressed. That was like
So easy.
that was so few ingredients, and this is
Yeah.
so good.
Should we bake cookies now? We don't have
Yeah.
any of the ingredients.
No. Should I make it harder? Should I like muddle an apple or something?
You can muddle an apple. You can also, if your heart moves you to, you could do a salt bath of your cup, right? Is that what you call that?
Oh, like
A salt bath?
A salt bath?
Yeah,
You
salt
mean
bath.
like salting the rim like a
Do you-
margarita? Sure.
I'm watching on Facebook today to see which one I prefer. I don't know what that means.
This is our friend Harriet. She's from the UK.
Hey, Harriet. You let us know.
Yeah.
Hi, Harriet.
Loveridge.
Oh, wow.
That's a great name.
I love Loveridge.
Is that someone you know?
Yeah, we've met her doing this.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah, this is very refreshing. It's a great beginning of summer drink, right, James?
I think so. It
is.
Springy, outdoorsy.
Yeah, it is June 1st after all, you guys.
Put it in your sippy cup to walk the river and try to stay 6 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not to walk in.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. That's so good.
Love it. So.
More ice bag? Yeah, of course. Now, I like a lot of extra. That's something that's universal to me.
Do you like it because it dilutes the drink?
I don't know. I just always like a lot of ice in a drink.
I like about as much as you can fit in the glass, but I'm not getting wild.
I'm not getting what?
Don't get wild with that ice.
Don't get wild with that ice. No, I like a lot of ice. I guess I like it diluted.
Yeah, it melts a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I drink vodka on the rocks when I order at a place. And then a little ice, it gets perfect.
So you drink a vodka water?
Vodka ice.
But it
And then it becomes water. Maybe with a splash of water.
All right. Well, we've prepared a game for you gentlemen this evening.
I'm scared.
I keep my clothes on, right?
Yes, you're going to keep your clothes on. This is not therapy bar. But
yes.
since you are the internet's newest baking sensations,
Oh, no.
That's true.
I thought we would prepare a little baking trivia a la the Great British Bake Off.
Oh.
That's James's favorite. I really
so
like
much.
it, but I don't have any answers.
And since you were both or are performers, calling one of you were, one of you is, I think in the great tradition of the Great British Bake Off, we should present our answers in a British accent.
Oh,
Ooh, okay.
Can I use any accent?
He likes dialects.
I like dialects too, but I'm very bad at all of them.
Oh, that's me too. I'm worse than anyone.
Okay.
You haven't heard Michael's accents then.
My accents are really bad. I used to do them on the Instagram show, but I don't know that if I do them on the...
Ask the question with an accent?
Yeah, we have to be consistent.
Oh, that'd be fun, Michael. You should do that.
Would it be fun?
Hey, I'm playing this game too because I don't know any of these questions.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Oh, fun.
We're going to start with...
How do you buzz in? Do I punch him?
You're going to raise your hand.
Okay.
Okay. And if you are in the comments and Harriet, don't judge me. If you're in the comments and let us know. Okay, here's your first question. You guys, I'm serious. My British accent is so bad.
Your hair has never looked better. So I think
my hair has never looked better. Okay, it's
balance.
All right, question number 1. What is egg wash used for in baking? Is it... Oh, you just want to tell me.
Well, sure.
I was going to give you options.
All right. Well, you generally put an egg wash on to add to the browning, correct? To give a nice glaze. Brown glaze.
Nailed it.
The only thing that I've been baking for a little bit now is those biscuits from the guy who was on Great British Bake Off. Michael, who did it with our friend of the show, Jackie Cox.
Are you meaning cookies like British biscuits?
Sorry, no, not British biscuits, American biscuits.
Like biscuits, like
a scone gone wrong, like our scones.
And you're making it by hand yourself?
Yes, and I put a little egg wash at the end of it, which I learned on
the egg wash on anything. You put an egg wash on chicken nuggets, and they come out gorgeous, glistening, like in the summer sun. Next question.
Like in the summer sun. Okay, perfect.
Okay, here we go. Mixing flour together with a cold solid fat, such as butter or shortening, to make a pie crust is done using what method? Is it A, dry mixing, B, larding, C, cutting in, or D, kneading? James is on it. Okay, it's cutting in.
I should know this.
Guys, do you have any questions about Broadway or Reality Housewives?
I was going to say, we can talk Housewives. I just caught myself up on New York last night.
Oh, isn't it fab?
You know that the whole hook of our show, though, is that we don't know about baking.
No, but the hook of the show is that you actually kind of know what you're talking about. And you're just guiding me like a blind kindergartner. It's like you adopted a blind child and you decided to bake with him once a weekend, so he had something nice to do.
Yeah.
That's the premise of our show.
Yeah. Okay, Mark, this one's for you. I believe in you. This was going to be question number 1, but I thought it was too easy. But this is right up your alley.
It's just for me. You guys shut your mouths.
Everyone else,
Okay.
pipe down. Specifically for Mark, zest is the peel of what kind of fruit? Is it melons, berries, citrus?
It's citrus.
Hard stop.
I
Citrus.
love it. It's citrus, Dave. I got me zester right in it. I can zest it all in.
That was the best Australian accent I've heard all quarantine.
I'll be zested. I love this man.
Oh my gosh. What
Oh,
else?
goodness gracious. I love that you had your zester right there.
I know where to find all the things in
We're
my
in our
house.
kitchen, yes. But there are only three drawers.
We're here in
so-
the studio. We're here in the Baking with Marc and James studio. I said, James, could you imagine if this became like a thing and then someone built us a studio that looked just like I didn't say it to him, I said it to myself. Next.
Now we've all heard it though. Okay. Crumb, C-R-U-M-B, refers to what? Is it A, how crisp the outside of a baked good is? B, the interior texture of a baked good? C, how dry the bottom of a baked good is? Or D, how much fat is in the baked good?
The texture. B. It is the texture of a baked good.
B, you are correct. It is the texture of a
Wow.
baked good.
I
And
didn't
this
know that.
is my British accent. Sometimes she gets real.
Harriet likes my Australian accent.
But you know he was trying to be like Cockney, right?
I don't know what I was trying to do. I was going with the sound.
Yeah.
Of the zesta.
Yeah, the
Zesta.
zesta. Sorry, mister. Sorry, mum. Next.
Let's see. Okay, wait. I feel like this, Mark, this one's for you again, but we'll see. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Beating sugar and butter together until light and fluffy is called what? We're beating together sugar and butter
Uh-huh.
until light and
I've
fluffy.
done this.
Is it
Can I
I-
have
I-
the options? I don't know.
is it A, creaming,
No.
B, churning, C, folding, or D, whipping?
It's creaming?
Did you just say? Yes, correct.
You said
Mark,
it was creaming. I wouldn't have guessed that.
well, Mark just said it's creaming, so
I
I.
thought that was something else
It
entirely.
is also that.
This
Is this
is
a family?
an adult show, right?
I mean, we're drinking. so
Well,
it can't
because
be.
I am, I'm really a beacon for the youth of America. So I try not to
Of the
say
world.
of the world, really.
All right. In that case, why don't I just ask you this baking question, Mark?
Yeah.
Can you name me all 7 women who played Jenna on Broadway?
Oh God.
Oh.
Yeah, probably.
In order of appearance.
Yeah, I'm. Oh God. So Jessie Mueller. What's her name? She wrote Sarah Bareilles. But I think I'm out of order. Betsy Wolfe replaced. Betsy Wolfe's the second or the third.
She's a third.
Okay. Then after
Catherine
Betsy is, I don't know if it's Catherine McVie or Leslie Odom's wife. What's her name? Stephanie Odom.
Nicolette?
Nicolette Robinson.
Okay, Nicolette Robinson.
I'm gonna ruin it.
Shoshana.
Uh-huh.
What's her name? That cute Allison Luft, who's lovely. I didn't see her. And then was there?
She played him?
Oh, and yeah, she was a full-time real person.
She
And
was the standby the whole time.
You got Allison Luft was not the standby the whole time.
Oh, wait.
No,
Who am I thinking of?
Stephanie Torrens was.
She doesn't get count. Did she count?
Sure.
I mean, she went
And then
on
we're at 8 because then what's her name from American Idol?
Jordan
Kimberly
Spark.
Locke, or whatever her name is. Jordan.
What did you call her? Julie Locke?
Kimberly Locke?
he says.
Close enough. All right.
Kimberly Locke is the person who was on American Idol,
Oh, on American Idol.
and she could be Jordan Sparks. So I named more than enough, and I only saw that show with Jessie Mueller and
You know,
Sarah Bareilles.
you know his special skill is naming all of the
I'm not doing
Ellens
it
from Miss Saigon.
because my
from the
brain.
original run.
I
You can
just
name all the Ellens.
I can
I
name a
didn't
lot
know
of
that.
not every Ellen. I will do that as separate.
We'll do that on
Mark-
another show. Do you know that Dylan's special skill is that you can sit him when, remember when people used to go to each other's houses? How fun. Dylan would sit in front of my TV facing the couch and we would play Elphaba videos and he would name the Elphaba from the timbre of her voice.
I like that. I bet I could do that with a lot. Not
Well,
of them. I don't know some of them.
It gets really hard when they would start putting on like international alphabets.
But they all have that like hard R sound.
Yeah, and everyone, I'm like, Carrie Ellis.
Yeah.
And they're like, no.
Who's that other one? Wonjok, what's her name?
Wilhelmine Verkijk.
Wilhelmine Verkijk?
Her name is Wilhelmine Verkijk.
It's
I can't believe
Wilhelmine.
it's not worked more.
Oh my God. She's Chris Sanders' favorite alphabet. Don't tell any of the others.
She holds the record for doing it the most and in the most languages.
Because
I'm telling you, my boyfriend is obsessed with her. But just don't.
I don't know.
But just don't tell any other alphabets.
I'm pretty sure like 3 just heard right now.
Well, Vosk is. Well, I guess there's been so many.
There have been so many.
Donna Vivino, Christine Dwyer, and Jessica Vosk. They were my top 3.
Those are your top 3?
Those are good.
Wow.
Trust and believe. Good, next question.
Those are good. Okay. Well, I think that's enough questions about baking.
I think I've only seen 2 of those alphabets.
Did you see Donna do it? It was like
pretty spectacular.
Fabulous.
I'm also a big Jackie Burns fan.
Yeah, I didn't see her do it.
Well,
okay.
Of course, here comes this. Rachel Tucker is her favorite. Spelled
Well,
the British way.
Harriet, you're British. You live in London.
She does. I feel like Harriet's the 5th person on this broadcast today. She's very involved.
But Harriet,
sure.
the reason why you love her is because you're a Brit. Right? That makes sense.
You know, Rachel
Yeah.
Tucker's actually from Ireland.
Comment.
Rue, tell us who your favorite alphabet is if you're still watching.
That's so hard. I don't know if I have a favorite alphabet.
Well, you should.
You named 3. Can I name 3?
Yeah,
Name
yeah.
3, top 3.
I won't do it.
I have a shirt.
I know too many alphabets.
I have a shirt that lists all my alphabets, but as soon as I got the shirt made, my priorities changed. So it's too hard to write them down.
How's a gay to plan? His family.
I know.
What are you gonna do?
I need like a meme shirt maker in my apartment that I can just make.
I'm really
Michael?
surprised you don't
Yes,
have one.
that by the time this is over, you will have a shirt maker in that apartment.
Of the alphabets I've seen, Julia Murney was my favorite, says Alex Carter Van Pelt.
No.
That's a good alphabet.
It's a good alphabet.
I thought it was going to be Julia, and I saw Lisa Brescia, who was standing by, and she is spectacular.
I
Lisa Brescia.
love Lisa Brescia.
Those are 2 of my favorite actresses, period.
Yeah, but I didn't see Julia.
Lisa Brescia did an Alex Rubin play once, and she walked in, and I
Gasped.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't usually get starstruck around anybody, but like I just wasn't prepared to see Lisa Brescia. Like she's not someone you're prepared to see. And she walked in and I was like, oh my God.
She's the loveliest human.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm crazy about her. I don't know who
So
SJB is, Ruth.
Stephanie J. Block.
Oh, Stephanie.
Tony Award winner Stephanie J. Block.
The original alphabet.
Well, that is.
She's my favorite Liza.
She's a great Liza.
She's my favorite Cher. No, that's a lie.
We've had
Who's your favorite Cher then?
Cher is my favorite Cher.
You know, you just heard a Cher impression, right?
I mean, come on, Sonny.
this is
If you still have your other half of an orange, you can squeeze that now.
Oh,
Add a little
yeah.
tequila.
and just add another tequila while we're doing Cher impressions.
What happens next? Because I could do this all night. What's next?
We had your favorite Cher on the show last week.
I watched. It was so fun. She's
Michaela Diamond.
my favorite Cher. I cannot tell a lie.
She was a blast. I adore her.
That girl is so talented. Watch out for that.
And I originally know of her because she sang in a Broadway workshop concert that I was there to see and photograph.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sally Bowles in our production of Cabaret, one of the truly greatest performances I've ever seen.
I mean, I've never watched the entire dining room at 54 Below all whip their heads around quite so fast as when she started singing Cabaret that night.
Yeah, she's like many of our kids at Broadway Workshop. All of you are watching. You're all stars to me. Except a couple of you, and you know who you are.
Just some more than others.
You guys have made the jump to like Zoom workshop. Oh, well, I want to talk to you about two things here. I want to talk about Broadway Workshop, and I also want to talk about your new series that you're doing on Broadway on demand. But let's start with Broadway Workshop. You guys made the jump to Zoom classes and whatnot.
Yeah, our friend, the reason why I know you, Yvette Kojic, pushed me off the ledge. I didn't feel necessarily super comfortable moving from to an online platform for Broadway Workshop. And she was like, we got to do it. And we did it. And it's been really great. It's really cool to work with so many kids from all over the world now that are taking workshops. And my amazing friends that have been teaching with us for years, people like Sierra Vargas, and we welcome Renee Rapp to the family during quarantine, and she's been teaching at least 1 or 2 workshops a week. Christy Altimore, your darling friend who we love. So many people have been kind of stepping up and saying, yes, I'll teach, and we charge under $100. It's 90 minutes. There's only 8 kids in a workshop.
Wow,
and
that's great.
Everyone has this really special, intimate experience with our guest teachers. Rob McClure came out and taught a workshop. We just added, Sarah's done like 15 of them. And we have kids coming from Japan and China and Pakistan. It's wild.
That's so cool. In a way, I feel like it's so cool because students who may not have had the opportunity to work with Broadway Workshop now can do it because you can access it from anywhere, which I just think is so cool.
We just, Adrienne Warren's teaching a workshop this week or next week. I'm so excited about that because I should be giving her Tony at that workshop. But,
Right.
Lauren Patton's been teaching a lot. I want to bring her Tony.
Yeah.
The Tonys that should be happening this summer.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And so now also you are doing these master classes on Broadway on Demand.
Yeah. So right after when March 15th, I got a call from the creators of this new network saying we want to do an educational thing. This is before they decided they wanted to create a network of on-demand programming, and so they created Broadway on Demand, and we are coming on as an educational partner.
Clever name.
Every Tuesday at 2:00, you can go to broadwayondemand.com. It's free. You just need a username and a password, and then you can watch a 30-minute version of our master classes.
That's great.
Broadway star and 3 Broadway workshop students who all are super talented. You'll get to hear them sing and then see how a Broadway star works with them. So it's great for maybe a kid who might feel like they're not comfortable to take a master class with one of their idols, or just like any adult in the world who wants to see what it's like to be a fly on the wall in a studio. And it's only 30 minutes. And tomorrow, Tuesday at 2:00, you can watch me with my buddy Erica Henningsen, who I've been working with for many years, who's a brilliant, brilliant teacher. And so she'll be working with 3 of our Broadway workshop students on their audition songs. So that's from 2 to 2:30 every Tuesday for the next 5 more weeks.
And that's on BroadwayOnDemand.com.
BroadwayOnDemand.com.
Look at this. I'm going to make a banner and everything.
We'll be so happy.
Look at that.
You can always go to BroadwayWorkshop.com.
Oh, hold on. Let me make another one.
But it's really cool. I'm glad that people are interested in the online platform. Yes, go to BroadwayWorkshop.com if you want to register your child for an online summer program.
Oh, I should have worn my Broadway Workshop shirt. I didn't think of it.
Because we know I didn't wear mine because we know that Max to be in the frame. We know that this summer is going to be a tricky time, and so we've created these shorter day, week-long intensives for kids around the world that want to do some training.
Yeah, that's so cool. And James, I want to talk to you about your quarantine experience. So like performances are all kind of on hold at this point. But your other big thing is you're a physical trainer and a hashtag #FitFam life. How have you been doing in quarantine? How have you been?
I group fitness at Equinox, and of course everything is shut down. So I will say the biggest thing is just trying to stay active. And there are a lot of great resources. I decided not to do like online classes of my own because I think there's so many great people. I don't know what I add to the mix. A lot of what I teach is cycling, and I don't own an indoor cycle bike, so there's nothing to do.
You could do bicycle upside down. Do you know that?
No.
That's when you lay on the floor. When I was a little boy,
That's the technical term, bicycle upside down.
When I was a little boy, I had a strawberry shortcake record that my Aunt Jackie bought me at a garage sale.
This tells us so much.
And the strawberry shortcake let us in a great half-hour workout on a record.
You know who's fit? Strawberry shortcake.
And she was fit as F.
She's fit AF.
She wears those bloomers, but underneath it is a tight hiney. Bicycle upside down.
Is that what you two have been doing in quarantine for the past 11 weeks?
No, our private lives are private.
Okay, got it.
We do bicycle upside down every other week.
Okay, got it. Oh my goodness, amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's the cutest little puppy.
That's shut it down. Anyway, but to answer your question, we're hoping, as soon as things can get back, we can get back to teaching and have a lot of, policies in place to make it as safe for people as we can. So
Yeah,
Right.
I think we're all looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I've been asking everybody this question. We're getting real close to 6 o'clock. I lied. It's after 6 o'clock, but
No.
it's still close to 6. I've been asking everybody this question. What is something bringing you joy or like keeping you going during this bananas time that we're all living through?
We have two. Do we pick our own thing or as a
just
couple?
pick each one. You could say what yours is.
The rules are loose. I'm this much tequila in, so.
Okay, every week we have
Oh,
started with kind of a new show on the Netflix.
I like James. We're Facebook friends as of today, so.
I couldn't believe we weren't already. I was like,
Facebook
how are we
friends?
not?
Yeah.
Weird.
I don't know. Anyway.
Right now we just, as far as like getting you through evening, the normal things that I actually still have a more than full-time job. So I'm only, at night. And it's all of the big shows that we've done, like Ozark and Dead to Me and Catastrophe on Amazon, if you've not watched that.
So good.
And Sex Education on Netflix. We just finished the 2nd season. And now the Great on Hulu.
I gotta write.
I was
gonna say I need to write this down, but I'll just watch this
Oh my
video
God,
back
like
when we're done.
Riverdale was a costume drama.
Do you watch Riverdale, James, all of a sudden? And I don't know why?
So offended if he watched Riverdale.
Well, I'm just like shocked that Riverdale
No.
reference.
I know that it is a teenage soap opera.
It's a opera.
Also a teenage soap opera. I also love Oh Hello, the podcast.
Yeah,
It's my
Hello
favorite
podcast. So good.
podcast.
So good.
And of course, thank you, Bravo Andy, and all the wonders you've created for the people, because my New York Housewives is my favorite of all the series is. Yeah. And they're with us during quarantine. And we got Beverly Hills, which are not my favorite, but I still enjoy spending time with them. Right, Dylan?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you know that Dylan and I were with Bravo Andy the night before the world shut down?
Well, he had coronavirus real bad. So did you catch it from him?
No, but that might be where he got it.
Oh,
I'm very nervous.
He did a show. He did what's his name show on 54, right?
Yep.
Night. Yeah.
The last night before John Arthur Hill and Michelle Collins.
It was the night before Broadway closed, but 2 nights before we closed.
I listened to them on Radio Andy and they talked all through that.
It's the very last thing I did. Like that show was the last time I like went and did something, and then I came home and I went into lockdown. Crystal had worked for another day, but I was like,
that's it.
Yeah. Wild.
But that was so
but no, thank God that we're living in a world right now that we have both the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and the Real Housewives of New York City on at the same time.
We are going to run out of housewives. It's going to
there'll be no more content.
Well, they have
Potomac. I know. Well, because they stopped filming everything else that was filming.
Yeah. New Jersey had filmed 2 episodes or like 2 days or something.
And OC was just about to start. So
so we're gonna run out of housewives. But
luckily we can just start them over again.
I've also never watched like Love Island or something. I can fill in. I'll fill in the gap.
We'll figure it out.
You know what?
We're gonna
I had Daisy Egan on my podcast, and she was talking about either Love Island or a show that was very random that I was surprised that she was like into.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna watch.
Well, we'll have to go listen to your podcast.
Oh wait,
wait to slip a last minute plug in there, Mark.
What's your podcast called, Mark?
Mark has Little Me.
You can listen to the Little Me podcast. Normally comes out every Thursday on the Broadway Podcast Network, and I talk to former child stars or current child stars about their experience working on Broadway at a young age. People who have had success maybe at the age where they could order a cocktail. So we've had great, amazing people like Andrew Feldman, Michaela Diamond, Renee Rapp. I just recorded with Daisy Egan, which will come out this Thursday. Marissa O'Donnell episode is streaming right now. And then Shireen Pimentel is doing my next one. We're recording tomorrow. So it's we're having a good time over at the Little Me podcast at the Broadway Podcast Network. Available everywhere you stream podcasts.
Available everywhere you get your music. Amazing. Well, boys, you both are the best. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to hang out with us here at the Quarantini.
You guys are the best. Keep
And-
up amazing work. Yes.
Thank you. Do you know what you're making this upcoming weekend? That we have
We
something to look forward
do
to.
know what we're making this Sunday because James's birthday is also on Saturday. So I don't want to give it away fully, but I'm going to give you a clue.
It'll just be, well, no.
Okay.
Give them a clue?
No, it'll be a birthday
No
cake.
clue.
No clue.
A
Remind
birthday
us when and where to watch for the big reveal of James's birthday
Well, you
baking
can
surprise.
follow us on Marc's YouTube channel. We have a playlist of baking with Marc
Marc
Baking with
Tumminelli.
Marc and James.
On YouTube.
Yeah, and you can
Yeah.
just follow that.
And then we normally post it on Instagrams and our Facebook. But it comes out normally every Sunday afternoon. Michael, stop laughing at me.
I'm just having a good time. That's all. I'm also, this is Cocktail is Delicious. I'm going to have 3 more and then I'm never going to.
It's so good.
Wonderful.
The first 2 sips I didn't like, but now I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm super in. You boys are the best. Thank you for hanging out with us today.
It's so fun. You guys are awesome. We love you.
Yeah, thanks.
Stay safe. Wash your hands.
And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
If you're just tuning in, you're late, so sorry. But those were our special games. Special games.
Wow. Special. Did you eat today, Michael?
This was a glass of tequila. Those were our special guests, Marc and James from Baking with Marc and James.
I'm
Let's
just
just
calling
put
you
that
out. I'm calling you out.
I just wanted to, before we sign off, I did want to say a few things. I wanted to say, because I forgot to say this at the top of the episode, going back to how we started talking about this episode, we were talking about some of the violence that's going on right now and some of the protests. And I really want to encourage anybody watching, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to watch Trevor Noah did a really great segment on the riots that are happening right now. And if you don't know Trevor Noah, get into it. He's incredibly intelligent. He has an awesome show and he's incredibly well-spoken. And please go watch Trevor Noah's segment. And then also, if you're looking to donate, because you should, which is great, Dylan actually just posted 2 really useful resources that are on his Instagram.
Yes, one is on my Instagram post. Like I posted it, so it's on my feed. The other one is in my story, which I got from the amazing Matt Doyle. Part of Act Blue is if you just donate a bunch of money, it'll take that money donated and equally distribute it between, I think it's 12 or 13 different collectives and coalitions and places that, every dollar counts. So instead of maybe just donating to one place a bunch of money, a little bit always goes a long way. So
yeah,
siphoning that money out to other organizations is an amazing thing.
Yeah. So again, thank you for hanging out with us today. As always, we've loved it and we've had a great time. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for listening to us. And we encourage everybody to get loud and stay loud and make your voice heard. And
we're back tomorrow.
We're back tomorrow. Who's our guest tomorrow?
The wonderful, the amazing, one of the people that I adore the most in the world, the wonderful J. Armstrong Johnson.
Oh my goodness, I'm swooning already.
And we're going to be talking about a bunch of things that he's been doing during the quarantine, including singing at hospitals, which is like so amazing. He's been singing for all the doctors and all the workers in hospitals and stuff. And so
before we log off, I just need to show one more comment from Harriet, who says, so much energy in one video. I love it.
You should see us after a few drinks when we're on the 9th Avenue, back when the world comes together.
But yes, thank you for hanging out with us, you guys. We love you all. And we will see you tomorrow with Broadway heartthrob J. Armstrong Johnson. We'll be making, can I tell them? I can tell them. Well, I'm not going to tell you, but go subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll see what the ingredients are tomorrow.
Very close to the ingredients today, but
very close. It's going to be good. In any case, we love you all. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes.
Cheers.